There were fathers ahead of us who were hungry to the extent that men thought they were crazy. There was a man who formed the Methodist Church. His name is called John Wesley. John Wesley was an Anglican. Later he moved from the Anglican Church, which was called the Church of England, and he formed the Methodical movement that later became the Methodist Church. They were persecuting John Wesley. Everywhere he goes to preach, they'll be chasing him. They want to kill him. They want to destroy him. It got so much to a point that, you know what happened? That he went to stand on the grave of his father. He went to the cemetery. He stood on the grave of his father, and when he stood on his father's grave, he started preaching. And can I shock you? People ran to the cemetery to listen to John Wesley preach. Can you imagine? I am in Afenya cemetery. I'm standing on a grave and I'm preaching the gospel, and people are coming from all over to come and hear me preach. This modern generation will tell me I'm a ritualist. This modern generation will tell me I'm an occultist. They will tell me I'm doing certain rituals in the cemetery. But there's somebody who is hungry for God, who is ready to preach at all costs. It doesn't matter. John Wesley didn't care. He wanted God. He wanted to be hungry for God. And they asked John Wesley a question: why do people come to you even in a cemetery? He said, the Holy Ghost has lit me on fire and men come to watch me burn. I don't know about you, but this year 2024, I want to be hungry for God to a point that the Holy Ghost will light me on fire and men will come and watch me burn. John Wesley was going to preach somewhere, and some men hid in ambush. There was an ambush to kill him. They monitored his movement. They monitored his tracks. They knew where he passes to go and preach every time. So they lay ambush that when John Wesley is coming to pass, they will kill him. The first day John Wesley passed, they couldn't kill him. The second day John Wesley passed, they couldn't kill him. The third time John Wesley passed, they couldn't kill him. And later they discovered themselves, why this man didn't come to pass here? Then they went to ask, and the people said, he has used this route for 3 days. Didn't you see him? They said, no, we didn't see John Wesley. When he gets to the place of the ambushment, the Lord causes his angels to make him disappear in the eyes of the people. And after he leaves that place, he comes back alive again. This was a human being like you and I. But the difference was, he was hungry for God.